This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Collins, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Horned Frogs ready to kick it away first. From deep, it's Thomas. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right side, it's Blaylock. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
To throw, it's Baker. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Turning it on. Inside the 40. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Using his legs, it's Blaylock. Here's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Lets it go for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on. Makes the grab in their space. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Handoff to the lone back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Grabs it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, TCU!
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Lining up for the PAT. How could that happen? He misses the extra point. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Number 48, set to kick off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Blaylock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to do it himself. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Lets it fly. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Max got it on the screen. On his feet at the 40. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on third down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
And they'll just down it right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room. It's Blaylock. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it to him again. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. Touchdown Sooners! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now on the counter. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Trying to establish the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They've been running it, but now the pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go.
There he goes! He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. He wants to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Second down, going to throw it. Extending the play. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Bowling Green, taking on the number 12 team, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. And it's Bowling Green, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And I guess the way to say it is, the team gets off the schneid. They're 1-5 after picking up their first W. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Tells the run, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Working the ground game. He's past the marker. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. From the gun. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
With the draw, it's Blaylock. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Left side is Washington. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail and that wide receiver comes back and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Look out! And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. And he avoids the sack. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The fake and wants to throw. Rolls right. On the run, deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Throws it off the RPO. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's past the sticks. Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hands it off. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for running room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Drives inside. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're playing the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your deep.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Fires to the big fella. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're all over it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Rush right in his face. Got enough space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gassed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Making the adjustment on the play. Might as well run him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You could see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Baker. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Got the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped right there.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the and he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They march 79 yards on the drive, and that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. They'll ride him again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.